You got to be resilient. Peace and blessings, everybody. I pray everybody have a blessed day. You got to be resilient. You got to go after it. You have to. Because everything is designed for you to fail. You have to understand that. All this easy way of doing things is not there. It's all a lie. Unless you're talking about surgery, weight loss surgeries and all that stuff like that. And guess what? When you do that, they still tell you that how you got to eat. So you might just eat like that anyway, right? You have to be resilient. Resilience comes in two types of ways. Emotionally and physically, right? Spiritually. But emotionally is the one that's the hardest. Because without you being resilient and going after it and telling your mind to shut up, because your mind is connected to your emotions. If you don't tell it to shut up, you're never going to do the physical. I don't feel like going to work. Mind connected to my emotions, I don't want to go to work. But if you're resilient, you're saying, even though I don't want to go to work, what's best for me? What's best for me? And what's best for you is to get up and go to work. How you going to eat? How you going to pay your bills? You got to be resilient. You have to get after it. Emotionally, you're going to have voices. It's going to be stuff that people say that you're going to worry about or you're going to care about. You got to get to the point that you got to get a healthy, I don't care. It's a healthy one and it's a non-healthy one. The healthy one is like, I don't care what nobody say, and they be lying. The healthy one is like, I hear what they saying, but I still got to do this for me. So it turns into like, I don't care. And they saying, yeah. You be like, yeah, I hear you. But I got to go see for myself. You got to be resilient. I'm not one of those weight loss coaches talking about X's and O's when it comes to macros and micros. Yes, that's important. But you're never going to get to that if you don't deal with the physical. You never, with the spiritual and the mental. I talk about all that stuff because I'm telling you what comes or the reason why you're in the state that you are in the first place. A lot of us don't lack the physical. It's the spiritual. It's the mental. It's the traumas. You got to be resilient. Because how else are you ever going to find out? How else you ever going to find out? Emotionally, you look at the scale and you've been busting your behind and ain't moved. The first thing that's going to come to your mind is stop. It's going to say stop. However, it's going to say stop. Your emotions are going to get involved. You're going to want to stop. You're not going to do it no more. You're going to think it's a waste of time. Wah. And it's not. But it's based off of what you've been doing those years ago. The spirit to that laziness don't want to never let you go because it don't want you to be great. You got to be resilient. You got to be able to push forward that mind mentally. You got to push forward. And the other one is the physical. Because after you made up your mind, you're going to go to the gym or you're going to find a sport. You're going to do these things, and what's going to happen, your body's going to be like, yo, what you doing? We was comfortable sitting on the couch. Why you going for walks now? So because you got all that extra weight, you're going to be huffing and puffing, going up and down the stairs because you already was doing that, but you found some comfortability in that or found some excuse. Oh, I'm out of breath because I'm overweight. You telling the truth, but you ain't doing nothing about it. So going up and down the stairs and getting up the next day after being sore, pushing yourself with your coach or yourself or somebody you came with or whatever, by yourself, and you gotta push. When you know you got one more rep and you like, nah, I'm only gonna do 8 when I'm supposed to be doing 12. You gotta be resilient. You gotta understand on the other side of that is success, is weight loss, is joy. It's not breathing hard no more. And you're going to start to be the example for everybody in your family. So the physical side, you got to be able to endure the gravity and the vibration of building up your body. That's the true essence of bodybuilding. It's not what they talking about on the stage. That's just the sport of it. The true essence of bodybuilding is to build up your body, not to look like that. Not to look like that. So what I'm saying to you is that you got to be resilient, man. You got to push no matter what. Because why? You love yourself. That's the perfect love for yourself. Fellas, if you got a woman, man, you know how you gonna love her? How you treat yourself. If you don't treat yourself well, you probably ain't treating her well, bro. Sis, you ain't treating her well if you ain't treating yourself right. You trying to hide with all these extra clothes and all this nice stuff. You're not treating them right. You feel what I'm saying? So, listen, be resilient, man. Don't care. Not out here wilding, being mean and stuff like that, because that's ugly. But don't care what people say, man. Do what you got to do for you. The reason why I lost 85 pounds, 84, I got to go back and look. It was 84, 85 pounds in a year is because I was resilient. Nothing else mattered. Nothing else mattered, bro. Like, I ain't care what nobody was talking about. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. You can't do that. And I started looking at the people that was telling me not to do it. I'm like, you ain't even doing it. You ain't. Pay attention to the people that's talking to you. But be resilient, man. Don't care what nobody's talking about. Don't care what nobody's around. People gonna talk anyway. Look at me, I'm out here with this camera. People looking at me right now. Ask me, do I care? I don't care about what these people talking about. But that came from that. For them years. And then becoming a personal trainer, I started teaching people these things. You gotta stop caring what people think. My beard look crazy, y'all, but look. Peace and blessings, guys. I love you. Be resilient. Be great now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised. God bless you.